Vivian Yekawa. Rich, Barca won't a new player. But Omar the most important set of transfers him as it stands now. And in the last few weeks, near Dean Comose Barca Fono, the contract extension of Pedri, contract extension of Gavi, but I started with that of Ronald Araujo. In Kaya, Ronald Araujo extending the contract at FC Barcelona to 2031. And 2031. And that has happened. In fact, for a lot of people, not the new release clause for some of these players, it may be between 1 billion euros. But for some of them, it may be about even 70 million at some point in time. Ronald Araujo and the contract extension. But for me, Richardo, the most important contract extension I said cost of Barca Chromonum was that of Pedri. Who is it? Nipa bebre dream say Pedri La Masia boy. Anya La Masia boy. Pedri Barca for one tono. Barca for one tono from Las Palmas. But not a very, very young boy. You know, in the Spanish lower divisions, no, usually, so the various directors, coaches, around no more players from different clubs. Barca for who this boy called Pedri from Las Palmas, also in the Gran Canaria Islands. Who Pedri. Then the director at the time made a case someone to Pedri. Who shared the documentary of Pedri? Time will make a case for Pedri. No? Now Barca for catch and say boy no who should shadow no. And then they born a more physical. Inti oka se omo to obi se Pedri Gonzalez the who should and they fought it, and then the director stood for Pedri and more turn. Rich and ne. Yes, he come one of the most complete midfielders we are here. You would mention the name of Pedri Gonzalez. Bibia Wupe, first phase, second phase, final third. Bibia as a player, you get it from Pedri. And Barca for now over there, also in front of Sporta, they are essentially all translating the honor. Almost say keep the magic. Keep the magic, and that's the magic of our branch friend Pedri 2030. And when you have a contract extension, our branch friend Gavi, so I extended the contracts. Now also in front of Mundo Deportivo, it essentially translates as the heart of a cooler or a heart of a Barcelona person, and that's exactly Gavi is very important. So for me, in a January transfer window, now Barca struggle to get 1:1. Barca struggle to bring players in to be able to keep two of the most important players in Pedri and Gavi on the long term, and then making sure someone keep you up. Is very, very important for me, and I think it's a smart move from team friend FC Barcelona. I know you're not into it. Set Marcus Rashford to Barcelona is almost off. It's almost off. Even after say City for no beside questions about Gonzalez, former Barca players, almost Tona. A percentage in the sale. Barca cannot do the deal for branch friend Marcus Rashford. That deal is off. But what we are hearing right now, and they say Aston Villa for and then almost sporting director Monchi has gotten the green light from coach and friend Unai Emery. So let's start it. No, Marcus Rashford heading come to see if he can convince Marcus Rashford to choose Aston Villa now. For Marcus, now also up a new environment totally, and yet just say obey free Manchester United, but free even in the English Premier League, Echo Spain or Italy or any other place are here also very competitive and can anybody, but the options are not there. I have a feeling say, given how Ruben Amorim as a on person bono na a chance no bono, maybe a brand friend Marcus Rashford may stay on at Manchester United or even take Aston Villa for the other on na Andieka Vinicius Junior Saudi Arabia deal. They've come also for Rodrigo Goes. 300 million for Rodrigo. 150 million euros annual salary. Don't best on the my branch friend Rodrigo Goes. Rich, me say yes, so all the Mbappe more Vinicius more clout. Any of eba. Maybe Rodrigo will not get to that class. But in terms of an efficient player from the wing, there are only a few we as close our branch friend Rodrigo Goes. And I know say Madrid for obviously they were not even going to listen to offers. I brought up Man City for a pen no pushy to get him to come and find him to come and play for them no crown. Nanya almost 10 years with your honor. So they will keep Abentia, your friend Rodrigo Goes there, and he's going to stay. So it's a Chelsea match on Monday. And now Enzo Maresca pre-match press conference. He said, Joe Fubisa, and he said, Obefre Kepa is a balaga abana. Because mistakes now, Robert Sanchez the last time out. No? I say, yeah, you too much. According to Enzo, absolute no. All Fred Kepa is a balaga ma. And now I said, now also on sign you're sure. So Robert Sanchez never better pull him on Monday or not. It is very different from when somebody had to say Enzo Maresca in the past. Usually. So what be Enzo Maresca about the goalkeeper?
Sanchez will pray.
On prayer. Saying you see what Manchester City now. Who be the first or catch your claim? Say Sanchez any number one. Now mistakes they are normal. But it looks as if say oh my branch friend Robert Sanchez a soft landing for him to let him know say unim Okrano SCS sound here about Philip Jorgensen, and I'm very sad to say I'm here on Monday. Philip Jorgensen is going to be in there in terms of players. What follow Brady Bakula story? Yesterday he turned down Torian Mospe. So I think that and now say Matthias still be free buying now. Club will be near Manchester United. And
Saboy na cracker.
On Kavibiam. On
Kofi.
On
Moko tani mo da. Oh nya butre Kofi.
Dabe Matthias still
Kofi. Maybe a hunte. Me catch up. Also for Manchester United. Among teams na go for Abrantini na no. Also Manchester no be.
Senior. You can say about
Officer Torium grad here. Na nkom ne buy na we omo for Abrant also omo.
I say we he
Torium.
He Torium was better.
Then I know catch up buy for say team omo ba. Mono omo trans na mo negotiate no. It's Manchester United.
Okay way.
Now who they no can way? Asema na okay.
Then gas Makabibia. Who does Makabibia?
Also for Manchester United. Of what Chelsea.
We enjoy our go catch you. Also say boy no cracker. Boy Makabibia. Yes sir.
What's your Baba Manchester?
Listen me miss.
Market.
No na asema me.
No so am so make catch. Okay. So okay. So was on kind. It was about Manchester na nyere.
Money dey say.
Me see Abrante no catch that Bayern for say, look, semi free Bayern na. Eye only one team.
Oh gas, look.
One team pen me.
Look.
That's all unim so Chelsea don't pay.
Oh gas.
That's all on pay Chelsea. Kofi unim you know the story. It's really a movie on. Unim so dey movie on.
In the past 2 years, Daniel Levy akwakwetena mini kukromoro. Think of convincing Matthias still na choose Torian Mospe because the credit are rich. Tottenham with a lot of injuries and it affect them. Daniel Levy Kotina Munich, any buying for 60 million, good money. And you see, I was wondering because 60 million for Matthias still, every boom, and they would have easily gotten the boy. But of course, like we've heard and now from Sky, Germany, and they build and most of the outlets in Germany, the boy decided not to turn his head towards Tima, your friend Torian Mospe. Now, it left about 3 teams on the table. Eka Man United, Eka Aston Villa, and then Chelsea also in the conversation for our branch friend Matthias Tel. What we are hearing again from Sky Germany, they say Chelsea are out of the race for our branch friend Matthias Tel. And I come Manchester United, any team my friend Aston Villa. For me, I think that even say Chelsea were conversation in car, Matthias Tel fits team my friend Manchester United than anybody. And we've said it several times, said Ruben Amorim epe inside number 10. Number 10 Obetimiabo in the channels for him and then receive with his back to go this animal. When you play with a branch friend Matthias Tel, he gives you that. Oh, and I think it's a profile of fitting what Ruben Amorim wants to do. Patrick Dogunu has been done, and if Manchester United player they are, then if Matthias Tel is good money, maybe they will go in for him. I just doubt say United bet just 60 million no, for a 19-year-old Matthias Tel, who we all agree, so a very, very good player. But in that inside channel here, from the left-hand side, Obi Obetime receive the ball with his back to go, move like a striker, and have the finishing inside of the box, no, and they a little bit dynamic and different from what Rasmus Højlund and Abrante Fanny Joshua Zexi Edeba, but also getting them goals inside channels. 90. He's a player that can fit the profile of team and friend of Manchester United, but as to if the job will be done on a scar, and we are waiting to see if that will happen. Rich, and now Chelsea still per striker. And Obia or the transfer conversation, it will be goes and comes back to the fact that no matter what, Chelsea would have to find a striker. And then the 1st of February, I think by midnight of the 3rd of February, now transfer window is close throughout in Europe. And it's a huge thing. Which Evan Ferguson conversation about up. And the Chelsea for Bisa and Seb about Evan Ferguson. But anyway, a lot of suitors outside of England, especially in Germany and stuff like that. Only say the profile of centre for the Chelsea panel. Almost so a little bit different from your Nicolas Jackson on the field of play. Yen Yaka says watch Nicolas Jackson and Jumana Oyena or any channels ni ye already play ye to an extent. But Ujano with a centre 4 and 5 through a Choroma. Say Nicolas Jackson beti me use ahondeno and there we need draws a effective game no. And of course what he does in the box. Now that's the kind of profile Evan Ferguson different from what Nicolas Jackson is, but can also do similarly to maybe Nicolas Jackson. To say be a shot and combine with play, and also very physical when he's being left 1v1 and also 2v1 up top, and the finishing instincts in the box. No, that's something that Chelsea are looking for in Evan Ferguson. A German in the prospects no honor, but now he has fallen down the pecking order of Brighton after say João Pedro and a Wolbeck performances they pick here on Nunya some injuries. I think. Since a Chelsea, MFR Branch and Evan Ferguson, not as a full-time striker, not on a permanent basis, but on loan, it's going to be value for money for a short term to the end of the season. Then they can go on and see if in the summer, on main striker, I think that's it generally in terms of transfers and everything that's going in the TNR games, any match, because Rich, Italian Serie A this weekend. It's not only the Derby de Madonnina.
Roma Napoli.
In Rome, Napoli for neighbor. And if you followed Roma since the time our new coach take over and the job that he has been doing former Leicester City coach in there, you can tell. Say Roma for no performance are beginning to come. In fact, in the household management, no more struggle with the balance at the back in terms of controlling games and even a lot of defensive issues. Now, under new management, Roma found a way to even bring the likes of Al Sharari, Mwano Mushan, and Yabi in recent times, plus also getting the best out of Paulo Dybala, Elwet Shoreham, and it has been a very, very good run for Roma for But Napoli have been good. Only the top of the Italian Serie A, having played one more game than Tima Yefreno Internazionale Milan. I think Napoli have been good on the road. Whether they go into the capital or stay in Naples, they find a way to get the job done. And I think it's a match, a good one for a double chance for Team Ayefreno, Napoli, Of course, the Derby de Madonnina is there. Okay, I say, Sergio Conceição Bayern. Okoto Chede Kani. Picharo. Of course, Saudi Arabia, no. Of course, Inter, Super Copa de Italiano.
Yeah.
Before that, now, Paulo Fonseca, even this season, Eddie Milan for Eddie Crash Inter. And this is the reverse fixture. In one season, AC has suffered, Inter has suffered on the hands of AC. Pa! And if they have one game in hand, that's what to make closing up the gap up top between almost any other team in there. Then they need to start winning. And that's why Inter are pushing say way a matcher. And so Mutimi no Mutimi share. Inter will go into the 3 at the back. Conceição Bayern, who say a semblance of a 4-2-3-1. But still, we are expecting say Inter be bomb 3 back and say on be bomb 3-5-2 no. Fiifi. Then of course we are expecting say So we Inter for our children. We have team your friend AC Milano going into their 4-2-3-1 also at the back and having Inter for play with on back three. You expect to say Inter for back up the back three of Damien, Abrantia friend Bastoni, our children, of course the wing backs Damfries, any Abrantia, your friend Federico Di Marco in the middle of the pack. Barella, Mkhitaryan, any Abrantia friend Akan Kranoglu. Then usually there is always some permutations or center forward. Either say Marcos Thuram and as Abrantia friend Lautaro Martinez will come together up top. I think the AC Phone have gone through a very bad patch. On my last week game on boy, I wasn't impressed with them. They labored for that win power. And of course, there have been some also disagreement between AC4 players now. Any coach friend Sergio Conceição. All those can walk about. I think that matchup, Inter will get the best out of it, and then they can get and jump up on top of the Italian Serie A and whatever that is coming with. So I think that Sane be reach in the Spanish La Liga. We are getting there. Who say last week I make catch say with how Madrid for 18 managing games here. Now say almost bomb matches are. They find way to win them. Even when they are not playing well, no, it is going to be tough for Barcelona to unseat them. And when I say it's going to be tough for Barcelona to unseat them, Madrid for Edasro, and almost every match, whether home or away, this weekend almost started by going away to go and play against LCD Espanyol de Barcelona. El Barcelona Cromon. And the three boys are back. Vinicius, you're back into this game. You know the performance of Mbappe, of course. Jude Bellingham same, and just a while ago, he didn't come out, but Rodrigo Goes. And Madrid for some time now, I didn't mention say the balance in the middle of the pack has come. I coincided with the fact that consistently now, Carlo Ancelotti elbow branch friend Dani Ceballos a little deeper to control the game. And Obana next to Federico Valverde, who will do the off the ball job for him, then allow either of a number 10 in a branch friend Jude Bellingham to roam and control the game. That's what has to be happen. The problem with Carlo Ancelotti is that me need to onboard Raul Asensio boy. The boy has been good in almost every match of Raul Asensio about this season for Real Madrid. He has proven that he has that sort. I think that Mete from Madrid court said Alaba may have a part to play in this game. So whether a fullback or centre back is going to be there, then we are expecting to say at right back there. Of course, with the injury of Abrantia, your friend Vasquez, Madrid will change personnel and then go in with this one against Tima, your friend Espanyol. I expect that Madrid for beating share not too exorbitant of a win, but Madrid can get a job. That Atletico de Madrid were on a very good winning streak until the last time out. But in Champions League, they qualify and they are in a good place. You see, Mallorca for a not so good performance this season. They get some draws, but away from home, especially in places like Madrid. Only good record, and that's exactly what happens to Mallorca when they go away from home. They are going to play against an Atletico de Madrid side. Only are very stubborn. And again, my candidate this season is one of the reasons why Atletico Madrid ever come very far this season. Our league move any Champions League. The depth of the squad no mukitana. Now they don't even have to play Wetzel. On the centre back Obim. Lenormand back in terms of back from injury. Of course, let's say Maria Jimenez then at fullback, they have the depth. In Fiifi, there is a very good rotation of Koke, any Abrantia, your friend Conor Gallagher, when he has to come in and play. It's a very, very good Atletico de Madrid depth. And up top, look at the job Abrantia, friend Julian Alvarez, Antoine Griezmann, Salo. Different profiles, they bring different things to the game. Say, game extra chat. Look at somebody like Angel Correa, who can come up from the bench and play off solo and get goals for you. Or person will to fit then Griezmann, any Abrantia friend Julian Alvarez are there to get a job done. So it's a very, very adept squad. Our team, my friend Atletico de Madrid, and at home, although last week, my results there. But I think this week against team, my friend RCD Mallorca, Atletico de Madrid, Barca, match over the weekend. Not this weekend, but we expect Barca for so after that contract extension, Richardo, I think Barca are in a very good place on Sunday against Deportivo Alaves. Alaves this season have been stubborn, but Barca for both. And I think that when it comes to matches of this nature for Barca, the struggle is not with the big boys. I can say several times. Struggle, no, is always with the smaller teams, no. We are very compact and make it difficult for team afraid FC Barcelona. And Barca would have to find a way. Yes, against Alaves. Yeah, expect Alaves for the boss. They will come and sit back and then compact the pitch like against team friend Fiifi. Barca would have to find ways to break them down and be patient. For me, that's the difference between team friend FC Barcelona and the team friend Real Madrid. Say Barca for me team and City Madrid, then they need to do more and be